Tuesday the 13th of March 2012. Chris Reardon with today's United Kingdom talk. And just to let you know, the cat went into the vet yesterday and had her blood test. Now, I'm not quite sure what they do. Well, I do know because she's got a little bit of... Apparently, they remove the fur from the neck there, sort of, halfway down her neck, and take the blood out of there because she's got a little bit of fur missing where they've obviously shaved it. Oh, bless her heart. She got in that basket. Once she's in the cat basket, she starts meowing loudly. Meow! 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 Very, very loudly. She does. Meow! Meow! And got to the vet. See me straight away, and she said, I'll just take her into the back from you and won't take too long. Okay, so they took her away. I suppose it was only about 5 or 6 minutes, really. And then I could hear her meowing as she was being brought back to Daddy. Yeah, not Mummy, no, Daddy. As she was being brought back to Daddy, meow, meow. So they put her down on the counter. And I noticed there was a little bit of fur missing. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat today. Excuse me. And put her down there and she was meowing away. I said, oh, I meant to ask her, could you do a worming tablet for her as well? And she said, oh, probably not a good idea to do it now. She's not very happy at the moment. I'm not surprised after you've had half your fur taken off your neck and a needle shoved in there. Anyway, so that's it really. It was all very simple, and within a few minutes back with me, she seemed to be quite happy again in the car. Sat next to me in the car, meowing, meow, meow, meowing in the car, and got her back, and that was it. Handed over £119, dear. £119 for a blood test and a worming tab. Well, it's not a worming tablet actually. She gave me. Because apparently now you've got a spot-on worming thing, which is like a little tube of some sort of liquid, and you part the fur at the back and put it on there, while she's sitting on your lap or something like that, while she's least suspecting it. And then that's it. That is your worming done. Because she hasn't had a worming tablet for years, to be quite honest. So we'll wait to see what comes back with the results. I think she might ring me later today. She said, or tomorrow. So that's my cat news. I meant to tell you, that party I went to, that I did the 21st birthday, I DJ'd out on Saturday night. Oh, they had the most wonderful chocolate cake. Oh, it was lovely. And the lady, Phyllis, her mum's name was Phyllis, she bought me up this piece of cake, which I really enjoyed. I thought, oh, I love another piece of that. And I kind of went outside quietly and helped myself to a lot of it. It's very naughty, isn't it? Eh? Well, trouble is, all this food and that you do at weddings and birthdays and never gets eaten. It absolutely never gets eaten. And you end up chucking it all away in black bags. It's such a waste, dear. It really is. So that's my news. Have you noticed, if you're in the UK, two very, very bright objects in the sky at the moment, which appear to be getting closer and closer together? They are, apparently, I looked it up on the internet, Jupiter, and it's very big. It's a very, very big star, and Venus, and they're quite close together on a sort of diagonal. Have a look tonight if you're in the UK and tell me if you saw them, okay? Venus and Jupiter in the sky close together. Have we got any astronomers there? I still haven't bought a telescope. I must buy a telescope. I really must. I think we might have to cut this show short if my throat doesn't sort itself out. Let's see. Here's a story. Here's a story. Now, are you a little bit older? Me? Well, just a little bit older. I am a little bit older. In the Daily Mail yesterday, it says happiness steadily increases once we pass 45. Well, just trying to think if I'm any happier now. No, I'm not. I think this is all lies. The Daily Mail is printing lies. It says there's always one exception. Ah, that must be me. Although our physical quality of life goes down once we pass middle age, our mental satisfaction increases. I think that's completely opposite to me. I think my physical quality of life is better now than I was in my 20s. I'm sure it doesn't. And I'm not a particularly happy person when I'm on my own, to be honest. People always say, oh, you've got to try and think positive. How do you do that? You know, if you're not in a happy state of mind, how do you actually think positive? I just don't seem to be able to do that. I've tried that. Or think positive, think positive. How? It's easier said than done, you know. It says, the character of the grumpy old man as personified by Misery Guts sitcom character Victor Meldrew may not be that true to life after all. In fact, the older we get, the happier we are, researchers claim. So, I mean, I don't know. It says, middle-aged tipplers over 45s are more likely to drink every day than younger people. No, not me. Not me. Why we had to help our gran go. A doctor reveals the role he played to end the suffering of his terminally ill grandmother. Well, that's not going to make you happy, is it? It says the steadiness of our happiness levels form a U-curve, reaching their low point at around 45, but then increasing as we age. So I don't know. Maybe it's going to get better. Are you over 45? And how happy are you? Please let me know. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Are you a happy person? Are you? Tell me if you are. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. What do you think of this? NHS refuses undeserving patients vital treatment in Move branded discriminatory, hip and knee replacements and even IVF among treatments being rationed. Health service trusts insist restrictions are in the people's best interest. Now they're saying the NHS is denying patients hip and knee replacements, cataract surgery or even IVF unless that they are denying them unless they agree to make radical changes to their lifestyles. It said patients deemed to be undeserving, such as some who are overweight or those who smoke, are being denied the treatments unless they change their lifestyles. So that's interesting. On one hand, I think being overweight, and I'm pretty sure about this, being quite overweight makes you more likely to die on the operating table when you're having something done. I also believe that and smoking can affect the way that the anaesthetic, you know, when you've got the anaesthetic thing on your mouth and you're breathing this stuff in, it sends you to sleep. I'm sure, in a way, that does affect the outcome of the operation, or indeed any complications that may happen on the operating table. In NHS Bedfordshire, anyone with a body mass above 35 is deemed to be severely obese, is barred from having hip or knee surgery. That's equivalent to a 5'5" woman weighing 15 stone or a 6-foot man weighing 18.5 stone. Before they are allowed surgery, they must lose 10% of their body weight or reduce their BMI to below 35. So, you know, different areas. In North Essex, requires patients to lose 5% of their body weight and ensure they keep it off for at least 6 months. So what do you think of that? Is that a good thing? Are they not thinking of the health of the patient before, during and after the operation? I mean, I'm not being funny, but what's the point in putting someone on an operating table when they've got more chance of dying because they're overweight? Surely the NHS is not thinking of anything else here other than the health of the patient. If you're smoking, you know, smoking's probably one of the worst things you can do, isn't it, smoking? And when you have that anaesthetic thing on your mouth, surely it must affect the way that you breathe this anaesthetic. I'm not a doctor, by no means an expert on any of this, but it's just common sense, isn't it? You'd want to give up, you want to make yourself as well as possible before they cut the knife in and take bits out of you or do whatever they've got to do. I actually go along with that. If a doctor says, well, you need a new knee, but you're going to have to lose a stone in weight first, otherwise it might not work. Surely you'd want to do that, wouldn't you? Your thoughts on that, please. My email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Another sort of health thing today, cancer fear and denial is killing thousands. This was on the BBC news site last week. And it says thousands of people here in the UK are dying because they're too scared to mention early symptoms of cancer to their doctor. Now, the thing is here, what is a cancer symptom and what isn't? Because if you're anything like me, you don't go on the internet and start looking around for things because you end up thinking that you've got everything under the sun. We've got a big thing at the moment in the UK about bowel cancer. Apparently, a lot of people die from this because it's not caught early, and they say they give you certain things to look out for. For example, if you're on the toilet, and it's pouring out, that sort of thing can be an indication. But so, I mean, we all get it sometimes, don't we? Otherwise known as the runs. We all get it sometimes. But I don't look on the internet wondering, I mean, you might, I know it sounds stupid, you might find out something you don't want to know. But of course, it is better, I suppose, to actually know. Then you can do something about it. If you catch these things, a lot of these things, if you catch them early, they can do something about it. But people like me put up with, we go on putting up and putting up and putting up. I had this with my burst appendix 12 years ago. I had a terrible stuff, and I just put up and put up and put up and put up, and eventually I had to go, and the pain was so bad, and I went into the doctor, sent me straight to the hospital, and there it burst. Another few hours, and I may not have made that. Has it made me any different? No, it hasn't. Still, I might have a sore throat for weeks or something before I go and see the doctor. It's stupid. And apparently men are much more prone to not going to see the doctor. The story goes on. Early diagnosis is key to treating cancer successfully. Data suggests that if Great Britain matched Europe's best cancer survival rate, 11,500 deaths could be avoided. That's a lot of people. It says if patients are diagnosed when cancer is still in its early stages, before it has a chance to spread, it's more likely that treatment will be successful. And you should go and see your doctor if you think there's anything wrong. More than 3/4 of people asked to list a possible warning signs and symptoms of cancer failed to mention plain coughing or problems with bowels or bladder. And more than 2/3 also failed to list bleeding. And that's another thing. If you're bleeding out the bottom end, that's an indication. But it's not definite. You've got to go to the doctor. You see, you've got to go to the doctor and let him decide, him or her decide, is it cancer or isn't it? Of course, again, perhaps you're like me. Perhaps you have got symptoms of such a thing and you're frightened to go to the doctor in case he tells you what you think. Do you see? It's very, very difficult, isn't it? And yet that's the best thing you could do, to go to the doctor if there is something wrong like that, not to put up with it. Do you go to the doctor when you're ill? Or do you put it off? And do you put it off? Have you ever been ill and put off going to the doctor for ages and then eventually gone to find that you've got something nasty, and if you'd have gone earlier, he could have helped? I had that exact situation about 3 years ago, 2009. You may remember January. And had I have gone, I wouldn't have become ill later on. Do you see what I mean? We kind of put blinkers on our eyes, don't we? We don't really want to know. You should go early. If as soon as you think there's something wrong, go to the doctor. Here I am saying that, but if I'm ill tomorrow, will I go? Probably not. Isn't it stupid? Isn't it stupid? It really is. Let us know your thoughts on that, please. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I've just got to turn something on. I meant to turn something on over there. Just a minute. It's the other computer. I edit the show on the other computer. Well, I say I don't really edit it. I just put the bit at the beginning and the bit at the end as well. And I do that on the other computer. And I mean to have that running while I'm doing the show, so it warms up nicely. I don't warm up a computer. It's a bit like putting on an old radio, really, isn't it? It's a bit like us as we get older. You know, we need to warm up in the morning, don't we? You don't open your eyes at, I don't know, whatever time, 9 o'clock in the morning, and suddenly jump out of bed. You need to warm up slowly like an old valve. That's what I am, an old valve. Some people are older. They seem to want to... just a second, let me... I'm just going to put a password in now. There we are. That warms it up. Like, oh, must have... just a minute, I've got a caps lock on. Is that caps lock on? There we are. Yeah, it's warming up nicely. Some people, I think, wish themselves older. Now, Ross Patzelt, regular listener to this programme. Over the years, Ross, I've known you now, and what are you now, 31, 32? And you've always kind of wished yourself older. I've heard you do a couple of shows, not recently, I must admit, where you say, oh, I'm old now. You know, I've got the girlfriend, I've got the baby, that makes me older. You're not old until you get to like 55, really. You're not. So you have wished yourself, and now you're looking older, Ross, I have to say it, darling. I'm sorry, I made a little observation of one of your pictures the other day, and you are looking older. But I don't think that's your lifestyle, or having to wake up all day to feed that lovely little baby girl of yours. What's her name? Emily. That's it. See, I know, Emily. Bit disappointed I wasn't asked to be a godparent, to be honest. Bit disappointed, but there you go. There you go. Don't worry about me. I will be a godparent in just a few months' time. Yes, I will. But Ross, over the sort of years I've listened to you, you have wished yourself old, and now it's hit you, I'm afraid, darling. It has. You're looking at least 70 years old now, Ross. And that's your fault. I've heard your shows. Oh, I'm old now. Oh, I'm getting old now. Oh, for God's sake, give it a rest. I'm what? How many years older than you am I? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to look you up. I'm going to look you up right now. There we are. Let's see how old Ross Patzelt is. Ross, there he is. There is a little picture of his baby. Oh, she's gorgeous, that girl. The girl is gorgeous. Now, where would his age be? Unless Ross is so old that he's hidden his age. I can't find, where's that thing that says his age? Is it down the list or something? Early? No, that's all I can see is timeline, map, photos, friends, likes. What's that? Oh, about. Oh, 1980, 80, 90, 2000, 30, 32. So it's 32, no, 31. I think it's 32 this year. So it's 31, and he keeps moaning. He's been moaning about being old since he was 27. So let's have a little look at his picture. Ross Patzelt. Well, the girl was looking gorgeous. Oh, she must take over her mother, to be honest. Wonderful pictures. There he is. Oh, Ross. I see what you mean, dear. No, I take it all back. You do look old. Jesus Christ, that's old, isn't it? Sorry, Ross. I'm being naughty now. I'm being very, very naughty. Very naughty. Well, oh, my voice today, dear. Okay, So don't wish yourself old, boys and girls. Do not walk around the, oh, I'm old, I'm old. Oh, you're not bloody old. You're not old till you get 55, 60. I mean, Fag Ash Lil. Fag Ash Lil. Now, there's a lady who has not aged. And I've never seen her. I've never seen Fag Ash Lil. I just know that she is young and more beautiful than those awful girls on the telly that people seem to fancy at the moment, such as The Only Way is Essex girls and people like Holly Willoughby. You know, people with not really any personalities or talents at all, really. And yet you've got someone like Fag Ash Lil, massive personality, and everybody loves her. There's someone who hasn't aged. Never aged. Never aged. Absolutely. The Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, never aged. I've got a little statue in my living room. It doesn't look very old at all. And yet she's over 2,000 years old, dear. Marvellous. Is it some sort of cream they're putting on their faces? I don't know. Here's one finger up to President Sarkozy, or whatever his blooming name is, in France. In Sunday's Daily Mail, Prime Minister David Cameron, our leader. Hi, Dave. Oh, I'd love to get him in there. No, not like that. I mean, to talk, an interview. I don't fancy Prime Minister David Cameron, although he is older than me. I mean, it does say something, you know, when the Prime Ministers of the country are suddenly younger than you. Did I say older? No, he's young. I think he's younger than me. David Cameron is younger than me. Fancy having a Prime Minister that's younger than you. It's awful, isn't it? Anyway, he has become the first world leader to be invited to fly on board Air Force One, with President Barack Obama in a very public signal of the value the US puts on its relationship with Britain. Thank you, President Obama. I'd like to get him in here as well, to be honest. No, not like that. To talk to. Not like an interview like what they do on the BBC. No, it would be a friendly interview, you know. Us all speaking our own minds together. We would. I think that'd be quite nice. Oh, it's nice of him to invite us on, because we haven't got our own little plane like that for our Prime Minister. I don't think we have our own little plane for them. We haven't even got a boat. I think they've got one of those boats where, you know, with the 2 oars. So if Mr. Cameron wants to go over to, you know, other countries, he has to row himself. You know, we can't afford one of those Air Force One type planes. Oh, yes. The US President has asked Mr. Cameron to join him on the world's coolest plane for a 70-minute trip to see a college basketball final on Tuesday. Isn't that wonderful, dear? Oh, that is just fantastic. Didn't ask Mr. Sarkozy in France to go, did he? No. Asked Mr. Cameron. Thank you very much. Yes. That's one up for you, Sarkozy. And besides, look, I don't think you're going to get voted in. Why don't you just go away? Because no one's interested in what you've got to say, Mr. Sarkozy of France. Why not the French people? No, that's not what I said. Before any of you people start sending it, oh, you're not being nice. No, it's not. It's one person, Mr. Sarkozy. Thank you. You can go away, dear. We're not interested. Not interested in you. You're rude as well. You're rude, quite frankly. This plane, its range is unlimited, as it is capable of refuelling in mid-air. How wonderful. Do you know what? Actually, that reminds me of a dream I had last night. So good on you, Mr. Cameron. I wonder if Mr. Cameron, I wonder if he'll, you know, once he's on board that little plane, will he wait till Mr. Obama or that goes to the toilet or something like that, you know, and starts taking little souvenirs from the plane, you know, maybe a knife and fork set, a couple of serviettes with the American little logo on or something like. I bet he does. And he gives them to his children when he gets it. Oh, look what I've got off that plane for you. What do you reckon? Maybe he nick the toilet rolls. Are the toilet rolls? Are the toilet rolls on Air Force One, especially embossed, perhaps, with pictures of the president on there? I don't know. How does it work? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it, to have your own toilet roll with pictures of you stamped on the side of them. What do you think? Eh? I like the idea of that. It's funny, actually, isn't it? You know, thinking of people like President Obama or David Cameron or the Queen going to the toilet. I want to put that picture in your mind. Oh dear. Hello to John Goldingalling. Cheers, Chris. Your video on Saturday had me in stitches. Wash them for me, bitch. Thank you, John. I'm all happy now. Oh, me. That's because I'm over 45. I'm happy because I'm over 45. American Cutie Pie says, the other day, on our news, they reported about places that were now using glue, right, to piece together bits of beefsteak to form it into what appeared to be whole cuts of fillet mignon steaks, she says. Yes, that is the most expensive beef to buy, and they were using glue. Another reason not to eat beef. Do you know, I've got this pen here. Just a normal pen, and it keeps closing on me, and then I end up putting, because when I've finished reading an article, I put a line across it, and it scrapes across the paper if the nib hasn't come out, and it's always the most annoying. I'm gonna have to not use that pen. It's getting on my nerves. Let's use the old trusty Bic pens. You can't beat a Bic pen, can you? Hello to MPOTW, sending this via Facebook. What in God's name? I haven't watched your show in ages, and I'm surprised to see so much hair on your head. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Get it shaven immediately. Actually, I'm having it cut later today. It's a Tuesday. Got to go into London today. And do a little bit in London, and on the way there, when I'm in there, I shall be having my hair cut, so you'll see it all disappear tomorrow. I bet you like to slap your head while proclaiming I'm a slaphead, and the sun ejaculates all over me. Oh yes, well it was on Sunday, wasn't it? The sun was ejaculating all over all of us. A solar flare had come toward. Did it do anything? No, nothing happened, did it? Nothing happened. Very boring indeed. Nothing happened. No singed eyebrows or anything. Nothing happened. Hello to Jessie BT, who says, oh Chris, my daughters were watching this video with me Saturday the 10th of March, and they both laughed so hard they almost peed on themselves. All that happens to me sometimes. It does. You know, when you're laughing really hard, a little bit wee comes out, doesn't it? Oh, I hope you haven't got... It's always best to wear pants. You see, the trouble is I don't wear pants very often. I'm going to let you into that little secret. And if I've got tracksuit bottoms on, laugh at a little bit of wee, and there's a patch, isn't there? It's very embarrassing. Yeah, you have to hold a shopping bag in front of it or something like that. She says, you were in rare form. This time I needed that laugh, and to have company with me, you are just a big woot. What's a woot? What is a woot? My daughters just loved you. It was the first time they watched you. You may have 2 more fans. Love you, Chris. What are their names? I want the names of your lovely daughters. How old are they? Are they married or young? Or are they tiny? Or are they tall? Are they tiny or are they older? What do they do? Are they working or are they at school? I know nothing about your daughters. Do let me know. Jessie BT, we must know more information about people. What's the time? All right, okay. One more email then. One more email. One more night. From Gary Lawson. Hello, Gary. Who says, you naughty, naughty boy for using my name in vain on your show. Gary Lawson. Gary Lawson. Gary Lawson. DJ Spark. Yes. He says, good luck. I hope you had a good time DJing at your 21st party. Yes, it was a nice night. Normal family occasion. You know, not many people dance until right at the end. Last 10 minutes, everyone dances and that's it. Apple TV, because I didn't know what Apple TV was. He says, Apple TV is a small box which enables you to stream multimedia from other Apple devices wirelessly. It's a great gadget as I can stream movies and music direct from my iPhone. How do you do that then? Can Can you watch an entire film on your iPhone? I didn't know that. Or computer with perfect quality to my TV or projector. Have you got a projector? Have you really? We've got everything in your hand. Gary Lawson is a gadget man. That way I can stream your annoyingly addictive shows to a bigger screen. Very cool. He said you should put together a bloopers compilation of the funniest shows and parts where things go embarrassingly wrong. It would be hilarious. No, I haven't got time to do all that, dear. Christ, that would be a long show if it was one of those shows where everything's going wrong. Dear me. Anyway, that's it from the show today. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, anything to say? Email address, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I've got Facebook as well. If you want to join me on Facebook, my username is all one word, Chris Reardon UK. And don't forget, you can get this show also on iTunes, either the video version or the audio version. Simply go to iTunes and type in United Kingdom Talk and you'll see the different choices there. All right, see you on the next show. Bye-bye.